Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
On today's episode, we are discussing Haunted Harmony Mysteries, Key to the Castle, which originally aired on Hallmark Channel on Saturday, May 30th, 2026, and is now streaming on Hallmark Plus. Hey, if you're having a good time over here, we'd like to invite you to join us over on Patreon, where we publish 4 episodes every month, typically on Mondays, once a week.
Typically.
They come out once a week.
I know
90% of the time on Mondays.
Things are crazy, and summer is also crazy for us. So,
Yes.
we try our best, but it's usually Mondays, sometimes an occasional Tuesday, but
Yeah, we deliver. And look, let me tell you, for $5 a month, 4 bonus podcast episodes, you are never going to find a deal like that on Patreon. A lot of people are charging $5 to $10 a month for an episode, 1 per month.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that feels like a real ripoff.
I think so too.
Hey, I hope you're following us on Instagram. We are at Girls Gone Hallmark. We typically put out a first impressions post on the weekend when these movies drop. We didn't for this one, but we love when you guys engage over there on our first impression posts and let us know what you think about these movies.
I think this might be the first time in like 6 months I fully dropped the ball. I was
Since Christmas, yeah. I mean, look, if you guys knew the behind the scenes stuff of what was going on in our lives right now, and
it's all good. We're just
busy.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this morning, and this might be a little tangent. And if you don't want to hear it, just go ahead and tap through. We talk about how like we're moms and we're sitting at the kitchen table and we are those things, and life is happening around us. Like we still have to fully partake in our lives because we are the flow.
That's right.
I was like, we need merch that says like, I'm the flow or we are the flow. Did you come up with that on your own, or did you
didn't.
Okay, then we can't have merch like that.
No.
That's someone else's.
But I will quote it till the day I die.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the damn flow.
it is right on the head, baby. Mm-hmm. Right? All right, are you ready to get into Haunted Harmony Mysteries, Key to the Castle?
I am.
Here is our synopsis. When a ghost hunter show comes to town, it's up to Gethsemane and Eamon to solve the unexpected murder of the host, allowing the brand new spirit to cross over.
Craig Wenman penned the script for Key to the Castle, marking his 3rd screenplay in the Haunted Harmony Mysteries franchise. All 3 films are adapted from novels by Alexia Gordon.
Linda Lisa Hayter directed Key to the Castle, her 3rd Haunted Harmony Mysteries film. She also recently directed Tamara Mowry Housley in Tidings for the season. Speaking
Of Tamara Mowry Housley, this marks her 44th acting credit, and we last saw her in the recent All's Fair in Love and Mahjong. Ristard Cooper returns as Eamon, Adam Fergus as Inspector O'Reilly, and Marco Grazzini as Griff. Hey, Wendy, what's your first impression of Key to the Castle?
The biggest mystery in Haunted Harmony isn't who killed Kent. It's why Hallmark hasn't realized Eamon and O'Reilly are the franchise. Is this a hot take?
Eamon and O'Reilly? Eamon and O'Reilly.
I'm going to talk about it in my wishes.
Okay. My first impression is this movie may not be a banger, but it is striking the right notes for a cozy mystery.
Stop it right now.
Did you see what I did there?
I see what you did, Miss Punny.
I worked really hard on that one. Let's talk what we liked.
Okay, Eamon is the best part of the franchise for me.
Yes.
Let me be completely honest here. This movie I was not looking forward to watching at all. And of course, we've seen the others, and I think they're fine. Like, they're good movies. They're not remarkable to me, though. Like, they don't stand out as like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go back and watch that someday.
Right.
I do think they are building a nice franchise, but I think Eamon is the best part of it. And he's the character I show up for. All of his like time on screen, he has the best dialogue, the funniest observations. I like his character best.
I love Eamon too.
And this is not a knock on like Tamara as our lead character, Gethsemane, which I have the hardest time saying. She's fine. look, this is not a wish, guys, but I just think, like, I truly think maybe Eamon should be the face of the franchise.
Yeah, they've given a lot to Eamon. I mean, I think I have a lot to say on some of the characterization in this series, but they have given the power to Eamon in this series. Tamara may be the lead in name, but I think it says a lot when the movie poster is Tamara and Eamon. It's not Tamara and Inspector O'Reilly and Griff. It's Gethsemane and Eamon. I like them as a crime-solving, ghost-busting duo.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And I think it's Eamon doing the heavy lifting there. I don't think they give Tamara a lot to do. She just kind of is like the connecting, the connecting force between all of these people. And so someone has got to be the vehicle for which this ghost communicates, and it happens to be Gethsemane. I don't dislike her, but I think they could do more with her.
I appreciate that you like Eamon and Gethsemane together as like their crime-solving duo, and I will talk in my wishes back to my first impression of why I think it should be Eamon and O'Reilly.
Okay.
But go ahead. Tell me what else you like.
Well, I had actually, in my notes, I had said, I think this installment of Mysteries leans well into an episodic series.
Yes.
And if you saw the short-lived series Not Dead Yet with Gina Rodriguez, where she's an obituary writer who is visited by these ghosts who have unfinished business, I love Gina Rodriguez. And is that her name? Mm-hmm. Jane the Virgin?
Yeah.
I love her, and I can't even think if I'm calling her by the right name. That's kind of the vibes it's giving me here, and I do think we could do that with with an episodic series. I like that heart of the franchise, and the reason is these movies, this one particularly, and I don't know if the others were like this. This movie was 90% mystery solving.
Yeah, yeah,
and I do think it works. I found it very interesting, and I was still going with my enjoy the ride. Don't try and solve it. Doesn't matter. Like, there's no prize. Just watch them work, watch them cook. Yeah. But I do think it pays off. I think the mystery is pretty well developed compared to some of the ones we've seen recently. The clues, it felt earned. It felt like it made sense. When she talks about like the whispering walls or whatever those hidden walls are called, as soon as they're like, the killer, we can't figure out where they went. I'm like, that's where they are.
Oh, you figured it out, huh?
I knew that much because they had made a point to talk about it during her tour. But
yeah,
I liked the mystery solving element. And can I tell you my favorite thing in this whole movie? It's a small scene.
I'm curious if it's the same one I liked, but go ahead.
Is it the Sixth Sense style ghost reveal?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I loved it when I was like, and I'm not that smart, because when we see Kent on the ground, I'm like, that looks a lot like that guy that she's talking to. And then he was like, I'm dead. Loved it. Loved it. So I see dead people.
One of the greatest movies of all time, I think. The twist. Not this movie.
Incredible.
The Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Incredible. Tell me your favorite thing.
It was that small scene between Gethsemane, I wrote G because that's what I'm calling her now, and O'Reilly at the piano towards the end where they almost kiss, but he was like, I like my teacher, and she's like, you should tell her more or something. I don't know. I just thought it gave me like the romantic vibes that I kind of been like, not even been looking for, because it's all in my wishes. Like, you're touching on a lot of things that I want to touch on my wishes. So we're going to have to like circle back to a lot of this stuff. Now, I have some thoughts. You bring up a really good point. I do think this franchise might work better as a series instead of the time-to-time movie. Mm-hmm. Because, like you said, they were solving the mystery the entire movie, right? Like, and when you're stretching it out for a 90-minute movie, I think it might be a little more succinct if it was a 45-minute story instead.
Right.
I like where you're going with that.
Thanks.
I could do 8 episodes of this as a series instead. Very much like Ghost Whisperer, the franchise Ghost Whisperer. I'm gonna talk about that again in my wishes. I did enjoy the Ghost Hunter setup.
Me too.
I thought that was kind of funny and very meta. You know, ghost hunters looking for ghosts and they're all right there.
Right.
So I thought that was really funny. What else do you have?
I have two little likes. One is the AI voice generator plot device that we get here.
How funny.
I thought it was very of the moment.
Yeah.
And we use it both as a clue. I liked when Gethsemane and Eamon are trying to figure out how it works. I thought that was very interesting. And then
he's like mind blown.
Yeah. And then they use it as a tool for Gethsemane to evade Zach later. I liked that little moment where he busts into the room and she's not there. And then one tiny baby-like is Eamon talking about trying to start a band with Elvis, Prince, and William Shakespeare. It just made me laugh. I was like, who knew?
I'm telling you, Eamon must be fun to write for because he could just like have these throwaway...
Say these completely absurd things.
Yes.
Yes.
So fun.
Let's take a quick break and we will come right back with our wishes. Hey, Wendy, what did you wish for while watching this movie?
I feel like I might have talked about this in previous reviews of this movie, but I do wish the franchise leaned more into ghost whisperer territory and less mystery. And you didn't watch the series Ghost Whisperer,
did not.
You? It was, Jennifer Love Hewitt was trying to get these ghosts to like pass over, right? And there was like a mystery element, but they weren't like solving crimes or whatever. It was just trying to figure out how to get this person to pass over to the other side, right? To me, Hallmark has plenty of mysteries. I know there's people out there who probably disagree with that. I don't think we need so many franchises where we're trying to solve who killed who or whatever. I think there is opportunity here, though, for a franchise where we're kind of replicating Ghost Whisperer, where we're trying to get people to pass over to the other side.
Where it's more about figuring out their unfinished business.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, that's interesting to me.
I wish it would go that way because then that gives Hallmark, a bigger library of content to choose from. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
it could still feel mysterious. The tone, the tone is kind of the same, but we're not amateur sleuths.
Agree. I like that too.
Here's my next biggest wish. I don't need romance at all in this franchise.
I agree.
While I said I liked that whole little moment that G and O'Reilly had at the piano, like you could completely remove romance from this movie and I would not miss it at all.
Same.
At all. And then Marco Grazzini, feels like a real waste of an actor.
It's my number one wish. It says Marco Grazzini deserves better.
I mean, how many lines did this guy have?
He's barely in the movie, and we were sold a bill of goods where we have this love triangle between Griff and Inspector O'Reilly and Gethsemane, but Griff's doing nothing except occasionally throwing a little side eye at Inspector O'Reilly when they cross paths. I mean, that's it.
And it's all awkward and weird, like when he talks to her. Like he's very uncomfortable to watch. Like
there's nothing to root for or against at this point.
Nothing. I agree. I'm like, please write him out of the next movie. No shade to Marco Grazzini.
They're not doing anything with him.
Yeah. But I do like the vibes between O'Reilly and Gethsemane.
I said it last time on the last Haunted Harmony Mysteries. The O'Reilly Gethsemane vibes are so much stronger than the Griff Gethsemane vibes.
I'm curious from the novels of who has read them. Like, what's the story there? Like, who is it? Is it a stronger love triangle?
Is there a novel?
Yes, these movies are based on novels.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You read it in the...
Did I? Did I? Oh, look at that. All 3 films adapted from novels by Alexia Gordon. That's hilarious.
Oh my God. You're like those actors who are like, oh, I don't remember that storyline that I ever had. I just read the words. I never really
Yeah, I'm just doing a job here.
So I am curious if there are listeners who have read the novels. What's the love triangle like?
Yeah.
Does Griff have a bigger role? Like, who is to root for? I'm very curious.
Do you have any other wishes?
I have a couple. Back to my first impression, I would much rather watch Eamon and O'Reilly solve crimes together. I think it's really funny when they show O'Reilly, and of course Eamon is there behind him, but like O'Reilly doesn't see Eamon, right? Mm-hmm. And O'Reilly will like walk away and Eamon will say something like, well, I told you, or like whatever.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny. And I was like, well, what if like O'Reilly was the one? I think I'm yearning for like a buddy cop.
Yes.
A buddy cop.
Yeah, they don't always need to be a romance.
Exactly. There's plenty of stories to tell where if it was like a buddy cop situation, I think it would be really funny. And it doesn't even have to be funny. It just would be good television.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually envisioning like a buddy comedy version where Inspector O'Reilly can't see Eamon and Eamon has to figure out ways to like get the clues to him.
Oh my God. Like he is the one that's like solving it. But
and
like,
O'Reilly has no idea that Eamon's the one behind the scenes.
But O'Reilly thinks he's like killing it. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I love it.
I mean, come on. I love that idea. My final wish is while we're in Ireland, like what's happening is like the same thing that happens with like the Hannah Swenson. Like all the crimes take place in like their one little village or town, and they're in this beautiful country. Like let's spread it out a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
What do you have?
Well, my last wish really has to do with, I think the characters, other than the character of Eamon, are severely underdeveloped. We didn't really have any growth, any movement on the part of any of our characters. While the focus on the mystery solving worked for me in terms of storytelling, I don't feel like I'm any further along in understanding who Gethsemane is. Griff is basically a whiff of a character at this point. O'Reilly, okay, we learned a little bit about his connection with his family, and that was fine. It doesn't really tell me a whole lot about who he is, and I just feel like we need a little more movement on the part of these characters.
Agree.
I think if Tamara announced that there is a fourth movie happening. I don't know the timeline of that, but if we want to sustain a franchise, I need to care about these characters beyond Eamon.
Yes.
Let's talk to see that.
My first one is the character's name is it Kiera, the redhead?
Yes.
But I watch with subtitles.
Yes.
And her name is spelled like Sierra from Summer House, and that's all I could think about.
Same.
That's all I could think about. There was a piano scene. Oh, the piano scene I've talked about. O'Reilly had like the tiniest bit of glitter on his lip in one scene, and then the next scene he didn't. And I was like, I wonder if that's from Tamara's like makeup or something, like because they had like almost kissed. She was wearing kind of like a glittery like eyeshadow, so I was like,
right.
I wonder.
That's
and then my only other did you see that is at the end when Kiera, is that her name? Kira.
Yeah.
When she's saying goodbye to Kent, there's these beautiful like sun flares. You know what I'm talking about? Like those sun flares in pictures where you get like the orbs or whatever. It was just a beautiful, nice touch. Like I think they just got lucky with lighting.
Around her?
Just in the scene in general. It was just stunning.
I just have a couple. The soccer game at the beginning, we get a little footage of it in the bar, and it's such a weird shot.
Is it actual soccer? I thought it was like rugby or something.
I don't know.
The sporting event?
The sporting event was so weird. I'm sure they needed like a shot where there weren't any actual branded jerseys in it.
Oh, yeah.
It just felt like a very weird, I don't know. It struck me as odd. Also, the cottages near the castle that they are all staying in, we go inside one of them at one point, and it's so modern on the inside.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's happening here? Like, I do not think that is what these would look like on the inside of these buildings. And if they do,
you think
I'm shocked.
Do you think that's just like a space where they're filming, like an interior space?
I have to assume so, because it's so incongruent with like the outside exterior. Yes.
It's like party up front, business on the bottom, whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
History on the outside, sterile on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a historical mullet. Hey, what did you rate this movie?
I give it 3 stars.
I give it 3.25 stars. Thanks for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark. If you love this podcast, we do love your 5-star ratings and reviews. And we'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.